So the ingredients are 1 can of tuna. This is 1/4 of an onion, finely chopped, some lemon juice, Old Bay, some mayonnaise, some Dijon mustard, some Tabasco sauce, some salt and pepper, saltine crackers. I'm using 10 saltine crackers here, 1 egg, some butter, and some olive oil for frying. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the tuna, and I'm going to add the egg. And I'm going to add some onion. I might not put all of that, actually, yeah, I'm going to put all of it in. Why not? And I'm going to add half of a lemon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of mayonnaise. Going to add maybe half of a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to add half of a teaspoon of Old Bay. Salt and pepper to taste. And a few glugs of Tabasco sauce also to taste. And I'm just going to give this a mix. Combine these ingredients. And doesn't that look delicious? Not really. Not yet, anyway. So now I'm going to take my saltine crackers and just break them up directly into the bowl. That way we get some nice texture. Okay, and I'm going to give that a stir. And I know that it looks like really large chunks, but what's going to happen is the moisture from the egg and the tuna and the mayonnaise is going to sort of penetrate the crackers and they'll absorb the moisture, so it won't be like, so when you cook it and you eat it, it's not going to be like you're biting into anything that's like, you know, super hard and crunchy. Okay, so you want to just take a look at the texture that you got going. Alright, and I like to just kind of hold it in my hand and also just sort of see how it forms. And I think that that's pretty good actually for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refrigerate it for at least a ½ hour so it firms up even more. And then before I fry it, I'm going to dip it into flour, and that will kind of keep it holding together as well. So into the fridge for a ½ hour to, you know, 2 hours, up until 2 hours. I got my pan getting hot. And I just shaped my tuna cakes into 4 patties. These make small, medium, you know, 4 medium-sized patties. So obviously if you want to make more, you would just double the recipe. And I just put a little bit of flour in the bowl because basically I'm just going to dunk it and show you. I didn't want to show you all the steps because I think you know how to do it. So just gently, okay, very gently. And then you can kind of just reshape it. Alright, and that's it. And meanwhile, I got my pan getting nice and hot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that tablespoon of butter and some oil in the pan, and that's basically it. So I'll get these finished. The pan is nice and hot. Let's get these babies in. So you don't need too much fat. And I'm very gentle with the crab cakes because mine are delicate. They're not extremely bready, and I like it like that because I really like the flavor of the seafood. Sorry, not crab cakes, tuna cakes. So I'm going to let this go for probably about 4 or 5 minutes on one side. My heat is on medium, and I'm checking it to make sure that, you know, the bottom doesn't burn. If it seems like it's cooking too fast, I'll probably turn the heat down. And then I'll flip it over. So it's been about 5 minutes. Beautiful, you see? And, you know, of course it goes without saying, you can really add anything you want to this, make it your own flavors. If you want to add red bell pepper, you can do that. I just didn't have any, or I probably would have. You can add cilantro, herbs, really anything you want, different kinds of seasoning, but I just wanted to show you a really basic way to do this. So I'm going to let these cook for about 4 or 5 minutes on this side, and then we're going to get ready to plate. Lima beans and corn in a brown butter basil sauce. Yum. Our beautiful crab cakes. And I just made this little sauce. It's just mayonnaise, some yogurt, salt, pepper, Tabasco, a little bit of Dijon mustard, some fresh basil, and a little bit of lemon juice. Just really, really simple. Ooh, trying guys, make it extra fancy. I don't know. Definitely don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm trying. I think I want some right on the top too. Alright. I don't know about that. It looks a little creamy now. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a taste for you and I'll tell you how it is. The tuna cakes from canned tuna. This recipe would be great for college kids if they have like a little kitchen downstairs in their resident building or, you know, something like that. Mmm. Oh man, those are banging. Mmm. Really, really good. Super moist. Not too bready. You really taste the tuna. And 1 can of tuna goes far. I mean, it feeds 2 people if you have 2 tuna cakes each. So anyway, I hope you give these recipes a try. And until next time, take care. Hi guys, I also quickly wanted to just say that I now have a blog, and the reason why I started the blog was just so I can post the recipes and post some pictures of the recipes that I've been creating, but also because sometimes I want to talk about other things with the internet community besides cooking, but I feel like my channel isn't really the place for that. It should, for me, I hope that it's really just for, you know, food and maybe a little bit of travel. So my blog will always have the recipes to what I've made on YouTube. So if you ever want to just visit my blog for those recipes, you can do that. But also if you're just interested in, you know, reading some other things, random anything things. So anyway, my blog is BrittanyLethal@blogspot.com. And I will put the link somewhere on my page, and I'll also always post the link down in the description box. So thank you and take care.